Yeah, Boil It is kind of crazy, isn't it? The chat already sucks, man. Fuck. My fault. Hello everyone. We're gonna give people a few more minutes to swim on in. But... turn on the mic. I hope you are all excited. I am so excited. I'm swimming in it. Okay. Mods, take care of this user. Yeah, I'll swim on it. Okay, that's a pin. Banger. Yeah. So, for anyone who doesn't know, we can talk some lore while we're waiting. Actually, you know what? Let me rearrange my desktop a little bit, because I am going to make it so that all my stuff is on my main monitor. I'm actually looking at most of the time. For anyone who doesn't know what's going on, let me get this out of the way first. If you didn't hear the news, which I wouldn't blame you, it wasn't very publicly broadcasted. The big catch was at PAX East, this last weekend to be specific. And I found my way over to Boston, and I played so much Big Catch over the weekend. Favorite recorded stream, and it's just not true. How is Sindark modded, but like Vayne isn't? That's really funny to me. Oh right, because Vayne's never in my fucking chat! So, the Big Catch was at PAX East this past weekend. I played a lot of it, and I had one goal in mind. That goal was to record as much footage of this demo as I possibly could. And as such, that is what we're doing today. Hello everyone. We are looking at all of the footage I had recorded. I'm dressed up in the nines. I have the fit on. I just need the tie to really tie it all together, but see what I did there. But I don't have one of those, so. But I have 2 hours of footage, and this is cut up footage, by the way. So this is the best playthroughs, the best parts of the playthroughs, all kind of thrown into one. Let me turn up my music a little bit. So it is every good bit that I recorded of this game. And we're gonna watch it back and react. I will say, I will actually pin a real message. That was the wrong fucking command. I'm a dumbass. It is not exclamation mark, it is slash. Oops. I may be stupid. Don't make fun of me. I'll kill you. There we go. If you do have questions, absolutely feel free to ask. I would love to answer them best I can. Everyone's already making fun of me. This is gonna be a great 2 hours. But, yeah, I am super, super excited. We're gonna start with my first playthrough. The very first one. All the way back on Thursday, 4 whole days ago. It's been a while, 4 days. Do you have footage of you thinking it was Tackle Box? I did not. Which is very funny. I did think at first that this demo did not exist and that they just had Tackle Box again, because I walked past the booth and they just had 2 people playing Tackle Box. It was very funny. I was like, I'm gonna crash out. I did not realize... So, to give some context, to kind of answer Nerd Piggy's question as well, this... Hold on, 1 sec. Let's say that this red square was the booth. Hopefully this is visible on stream. Hold on, let me there we go. This is the red the booth that was at the convention. This is the big catch. I thought it was just this. This is like 2 game stations, so 2 people were playing on this little setup here. Little did I know, there were actually 2 more on the other side. It just so happens that these 2 were playing the Tackle Box. And I did not see these 2, which was really funny. So I thought, oh, they must just not have anything new, and I've been bamboozled. I've been lied to. That was not the case. I was in fact just stupid. I sent a message in the Discord, that was like, hey, it's just Tackle Box again. And then Quaid was like, no, you fucking moron. There are 2 demos available. Tackle Box for people who hadn't played the game before, don't know what it is. And the new stuff for people who knew what it was. Which was embarrassing. I'd like to formally apologize to Quaid. My bad. But, you know, that's okay. But, this booth was, like, right at the main entrance of the expo hall. It was, the Marvelous booth. And they had this huge fucking banner with a whole bunch of shit. It was really sick. It was a really nice booth. It was pretty ridiculous. But, they also had this little, like, PAX passport thing. And they had a fucking giveaway of a big catch bucket hat. I wanted this so bad. I am sad that I didn't win it, but that's okay. Hopefully we can buy one of those in the future, because that would be really cool. Dude, the hat was so nice. I'm like insanely jealous. I was really tempted. I didn't do this because I felt like it would be weird. I was so tempted to walk up to the people who won and be like, hey, can I buy that hat from you? Did not do that. I did not do that. I had to regret it, but it felt weird. Strat's ruining my strategies. Should have done it. Okay, well, anyways, no footage for you. GG. Anyways, I think it's about time. We've talked long enough. I think it's about time to get this show on the road. Let me make sure that this is going to play correctly. Okay, it is. Cool, cool. So, this is my first playthrough. I spent a lot of this playthrough just testing out things. I was really dying to see if coyotes would work, and for the uninitiated, coyotes are a way to effectively double jump in the game. We found them during Tackle Box when we were running shit, and that was my main priority, was, hey, do coyotes still work? They, as far as I can tell, do not. But, you know, yeah, so This area is this huge tree fucking hollow. You'll see something very shortly that I am very excited about, but these guys are so cute. These little turtle guys are effectively this thing's sand shredders. I just called them the turtles, but I'm sure they'll have a name when the game releases. You hop on top of them and they glide across land and water for a few seconds. It is an exceptionally cool little mechanic. I love these guys. It is also worth noting, actually, you don't have the whistle in this demo. The whistle just doesn't exist. They take it from you. I spent a long time on this one on my first playthrough, figuring it out. But also the blue flowers back from Tackle Box, not a Tackle Box original. Holy shit. And this is the Charnel Hollow. This place is so fucking sick. That I wanna rewind. I wanna rewind to the fucking the location card. It's so cool. It's so cool. I'm gonna upload this footage to YouTube without like jungle music in the background, and you can hear the raw video, and you can hear me be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" in the background. It's so funny. It is really sick. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna upload 3 versions of this. One is this VOD, which I'll upload to my VODs channel, probably also to my main channel, frankly. You can sub to my YouTube here if you want to see that. Thank you very much. But I'll upload this footage, all of this cut footage here, with the raw sound, so you can hear like my reactions. There's no game audio in this area or in the footage. Sorry, I have to hook up a capture card and I can't do that. But this is yeah, this area is beautiful. Also, I want to talk about something that I didn't realize until a lot later. This area, the entirety, the totality of the Charnel Hollow here, is like half the size of the Tackle Box. And I'm not kidding. There's something really funny at the very, very end that I realize that proves it to me. This area is fucking massive. You'll see a lot of it through the next 2 hours. But it is gigantic. I swear it is the wildest thing ever. It is huge. Also, I want to highlight here, rail grinding mechanics are a little bit different. Instead of what you do in Tackle Box, where you just ride the rail very smoothly, very cleanly, you have to build up speed, kind of like you're on a skateboard, and if you fall out of speed, you actually have to kick back up to speed. It's really cute. Caster has this adorable animation, and the rail swap animation is different. That guy's in a cage. You'll see that later. Hi, game over here. Yeah, you lose speed going uphill on rails, yeah. It's not the, like, most insane speed loss, but it is speed loss nonetheless. Watch this rail animation here. The little fucking side flip is so cool. And then I death warp back accidentally. But, yeah. This area, this being my first playthrough, I was just mesmerized the entire time. These things are so cool. You pull back on them, and they will have goodies inside. Or bad guys. This guy is, evil. I loved those enemies the entire time. This area had a lot of cool new enemies, like these guys walking around on the tight ropes. Kind of got my shit kicked in. I'm really happy everyone's just like losing their shit in chat. That's really funny. That's exactly what I wanted everyone to be like, was like, holy shit. It is really cool. So I'm glad everyone thinks so too. That's exactly how I reacted on my first playthrough. It's great. Pay attention to these big structures on the right. They'll be important throughout this. That was me testing coyotes again and dying for it. Coyotes are unfortunately removed. I'm pretty sad about that, personally. I thought coyotes were one of the coolest mechanics, unintentional mechanics, in the entire game. And I was really hoping they'd sneak through, or that they'd leave them in intentionally, but seems like that's not going to be the case. Yeah, I really hope that maybe they get added back. That would be a very pleasant surprise to have among the full game, because I think they're really cool. But yeah, new respawn animation. I don't think so. This is me trying to helicopter again. There is a smidgen of a chance that it isn't like actually removed and I just suck shit. I don't think that chance is very big, but a part of me deep down inside thinks, oh, the particles are new. Okay, okay. I see. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, I totally remember that, somewhere, yeah, I do kind of suck shit in this playthrough, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I was taking everything in, trying to figure stuff out. I'll come back to, this area later, you'll see it. I go to that area in my first playthrough, completely forget about it until, like, my 7th. It's really funny. Do you think this will have a speedrun longer or shorter than Astrobots? This area I'm pretty convinced I could have done in 15 minutes. With, like, good execution. No shot I was going to do it in one day, but, you know. Here's a new mechanic that I really like, these little seeds. You'll get to see what they're for in a little bit, but, oh, definitely not 100%. Just, getting through to the story segment. Like I said, keep those structures, those big structures in, that were on the right there, in mind. Because, there is, like, a primary goal in this area. It's not just, like, catch fish or collect coins or whatever. You'll see that later on. But, yeah, there is, like, a main focus goal, in this demo. I think I am pretty sure, I'm pretty convinced that I was the only person to actually, like, get to the goal area the entire weekend. But I did not do that legitimately, I'll tell you now. But, this area is actually my favorite area in the entire demo, if I'm being honest. This area is really cool. You'll see it a lot in the next playthrough, because I come back here right off the rip. Where you have this, like, I don't know what I'm trying to get up to that ledge there, but failing miserably. This, like, big ruin in the, like, I guess it is sap, as Sky pointed out. The sap river here. This area is really clever, I think. Like, it has a bunch of really unique puzzle design that, frankly, I cheated. I did speedrunner stuff. But this is the main goal. Those golden seeds that we had are the keys, and you have to bring them here. And that gets you to the watchtower. The watchtower is way above us. You'll see it very shortly. I managed to get through this area pretty quickly, actually, which is, very nice. And thankfully there's this guy. So, one thing I actually want to see for myself real fast is While I was looking over here, I was like 90% certain that, okay, no, I'm just blind. So I wholeheartedly believed that this area here was just not in the day 1 demo, because I got told there was an update on day 2. And I was positive that it added this little tightrope here, because I did not see it. Turns out gamers don't look up, so, you know. This game is so, pretty. That's what I said. Updating it while it's literally there is wild. I got told something, and I'll mention this later. I got told something very, interesting by one of the people working at Marvelous. But it was the only difference I noticed, and this might be just me missing stuff, of course, was that these vines in my second playthrough, or I think it's my third playthrough, probably, actually get a transparent background, so that, like, green layer is removed. Oh my god, this song is so loud. It's good, though. So I think I'm, like, running out of time here. For context, it's about 15 minutes playthroughs, 15-minute-long playthroughs, for the first 2 days, and then the third and fourth have 12-minute playthroughs. There's me trying bait tricks. They kind of work. You can't bounce on these things, but, like, the momentum made sense, right? So, if you can bounce on it, you know. Rotating tree trunks? Yeah, you probably actually could spin jump on those, couldn't you? I didn't think about that. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, you could probably spin pound on those and get a bunch of speed. You're actually totally right. But yeah. I spent a lot of time figuring out, this puzzle that I'm going to next. So, if you've ever watched Pachinko, or ever played Pachinko, this next puzzle is kind of like a Pachinko race, where come on up and you swing on across. I suck shit. The back of my head, thanks I Swimfly. Shout out to the camera person. The area here is the hardest area in the entire demo, I swear to god. This singular puzzle is impossible. I could not get it down, legitimately. I had to use speedrun tricks. So you're supposed to throw this ball into this little tunnel, and then it flows on down the river. Of course, I just did not ever do this correctly, but that's okay. About 12 minutes into this playthrough, so at this point I had like 3 minutes left. I saw this area, and I was like, oh, I bet you can swing up here and skip some shit. I don't think it's possible. You'd hit the roof on the other side, naturally. But we get there later on, don't worry about it too much. And this is when I connect the dots, like, oh, I can totally just death warp to the other side and skip this Pachinko puzzle thing. But I wanted to test this out, and yeah, no, even if... The only possibility I saw here is maybe skipping to this flower here by swinging up. But I don't think it's possible. It'd be really close, and I never really tested it. I had other stuff that I had to get to, of course. I wonder how many times you dunked in saplings in this playthrough. Yeah, I know. So yeah, we're also, that fan thing is new. I never saw that in Tacklebox, which was really cute. Also, thank God these balloons don't have coins in them. I would have crashed out, I swear to God. But yeah, this is at the end of this playthrough, I'm literally just the entire time thinking, okay, how can I skip all of these seeds? It's not possible. You need at least, I think you need at least 2 in the right positions. I think you could skip, 2 of them, but we'll see. You know, assuming things don't get changed based on what I do, because I do end up skipping one of the seeds. You know, I'm sure some of the devs are in chat. Hi, guys. But, yeah, this area is so cool to me. I loved the puzzle design of getting all the seeds to the next area. This is the seed I ended up skipping, actually, is over here. These these guys are really interesting. I don't think I ever captured footage of this, but if Caster is holding one of those golden seeds, these guys aggro onto you and steal the seed. Otherwise, they're completely neutral. They're completely passive. But they will eat the golden seeds, and this entire area is a traversal puzzle trying to get around them. Kind of like a stealth puzzle in a way. But this center, there we go. This center guy has a golden seed inside of him. And I saw that with someone else's playthrough. I don't think I recorded it. But you're supposed to... Oh, no, never mind. I do. Yeah. I just don't pick it up because I run out of time here. And that's the end of my first playthrough. But that guy, you take that golden seed through that little area with a bunch of those platforms with the enemies on, and it's supposed to be like a stealth puzzle, and it's really interesting. I did not interact with it at all. I just got 3 of the seeds and managed to jump on over to the watchtower, which is what you'll probably see in this playthrough. And I do not have a camera person for the rest of these videos, so I'll try my best. I literally had my phone just laying on my stomach for this one, so this is some like Bigfoot-esque gameplay footage. My bad. I wish I had a tripod with me. I really do, but it was not something I could make happen before the event. But that said, I'll try to fill in the blanks. That's why we're doing the stream, right? Unfortunately, every time you played the demo, it did start from a new file. So you can't do funny bullshit, with save scumming. They were on top of it. Every single time that intro plays, I love it. And this is where I figured out what the main goal is. This big gear will turn and let down this huge structure in front of us. This huge bridge. And there are 4 more of them. So there are 5 gears in total that you have to get to and pull. And that finishes this great bridge. That's what the sign calls it outside of the watchtower. And that is the main goal of this area, is to complete the main bridge and get through to the next area. I did not do that, but I did manage to get to the end of the bridge through some very funny very funny circumstances. You'll see that probably around an hour from now, maybe. But yeah, this is before the first update, or I guess the only update, where I was just trying to rush to this watchtower. That's all I cared about during this playthrough. So you see me carrying along these things. Did the coin count UI just not work in this demo? It works later on. It might have been a day 1 thing, which is kind of funny. I did not realize. I was too immersed. But yeah, it might have been a day 1 thing. Here I just take this little seed on over, and that's this guy. Done. And you'll see the bridge here. Thankfully, I recorded too high instead of too low. But that bridge in the distance moved over to the from the background. I am so lucky I had a tiny fragment of that exact moment of the furthest bridge away moving from me with that leftmost slot, because it comes in clutch later. on my third playthrough, because I spend this entire playthrough trying to do some bullshit, I think. But it is still chill. I know this is like the first area other than the plateau we've seen. It might already be my favorite in the whole game. This is so sick. I think this is barely gonna scratch the surface, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if this is what they're showing off, like, middle of... So, the info that we've gotten... Oh, right, I, just death warp across the map casually here. I do that a lot. Death warps are super abusable in this area, but it's great. I absolutely love it. I just teleport across the map like a fucking ninja. I do the same exact thing there too, where I just like speed past the fan and fall into the syrup. Yeah, it is... So, for context, at least some of the context that we've gotten is that this is an area from about in the middle of the game, somewhere. Didn't exactly say where in the middle of the game, but somewhere in the middle of the game. Exactly. This is not even, like, the end, of... And I would assume this is pretty, like, early into the game. I'm not gonna lie. There are a few things that make me think that, but... This area is really cool. I explore around this little puzzle area more. Managed to save myself with the flower. But, this area, I wanted to climb to the top of. So, you get to see a little bit more footage of this place. Normalest girl in the world about this right now. By all means, absolutely be normal. The thing that I enjoyed most about this weekend, if I'm being honest, like, yeah, I got to play the game, and that's very cool. Definitely extremely lucky to have been able to. And, like, even more lucky that I got to record it, and, you know, show everyone else. But, like, the thing that kind of surprised me the most was, like, just how much, like, everyone who came to the booth really, like, resonated with the game, I feel like. All weekend, literally the entire weekend, I heard people constantly coming up to the booth and, like, pitching it to their friends. Like, yeah, this is, like, Legend of Zelda meets Sly Cooper, and it's great. Like, just that constantly through the weekend. And it was, like, really cool to see so many people, just come try it out, you know? And, like, see what makes this game so good. Are you spending a lot of time watching other people play? So inherently, yes. Because, for context, while I'm just going through this area, hi, little fish guy. I don't chase this guy for very long because I catch him. And yes, quick catches are still in the demo here. Maybe that changes. I would like it to change. I don't like quick catches very much. But, yeah, I do end up getting that guy. But, yeah, Strat. I inherently, because of how PAX kind of works, if you've never been to a PAX, this was my first one, so this was a learning experience for me, too. Generally, how people present their games is you have a few stations, and then people form lines and just play it back to back, and you get a certain amount of time with each demo. That's why, you know, I had 15 minutes through each playthrough. So, while I was waiting in line, the entire time I was just observing people, seeing, like, what things I missed that other people found. There are a few cases like that I'll try to mention, through the playthrough, but since I was spending so much time just in line, you know, I was trying to play it a lot. Like, naturally, I was watching people play it a lot. So, you know, I I'm so sad I missed that. Also, I want to point out one thing here that was really funny to me. I throw it and tackle, and Caster just kind of stands on the water there. That was really funny to me. He's just hanging on the ledge and shit, you know. It was funny. But yeah, literally like the entire weekend was just, I was rotating in and out between this booth and the speedrun stage, which admittedly at the start of the week I was very shy about like being too much with it, right? And like bothering the publishers. And that was stupid. I was dumb. I was anxious about it, you know, whole first PAX thing. But like the publishers Xseed were absolutely amazing. Like I cannot understate just like how welcoming they were and how excited they were to see like someone like me who has a shit ton of hours in the game just like pop up. Like I don't think they really expected anyone with like I say this kind of lightly, expertise in the game to just show up and play it. So they were like really enthusiastic, and it was really nice. It was really cool. They were excellent people. So like all of them were exceptionally kind, and very, very welcoming. You can see me like piecing together the pieces in my brain. PAX always seems like an insane experience. How was it just in general? It was really fun. Like admittedly, I get really wishy-washy in big events like this. Like I'm just an anxious little guy, you know? But like it was really nice actually. It was scary the first day for sure, but once I kind of got my bearings and everything, I was like, I felt very kind of natural about it. Honestly, the thing that I enjoyed the most was this camera angle is just cooked, so fortunately this is all stuff you've seen before, so we can just like hang out and talk about it while I, you know, fail at platforming and do my best. And now the camera angle is actually good. I saved it, thank God. The thing that I honestly was like not expecting, and this is dumb of me, but there were a lot of like just really cool like cosplays, and obviously like the amount of people just excited to be there and play a bunch of weird games. You can see me doing spin puts. Was like really nice. It felt very kind of homey in a way. Homey as in Homey. But it was really fun. There were some incredible cosplays on my Blue Sky. I posted one of someone being Red from Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. That was so sick. It was an exceptionally well done cosplay. I wish I got their name, but it was really cool. It was really well done. And like I walked up to him and I was like, dude, I literally speedrun this game. I was wearing a Jet Set Radio Future shirt too. Like he was sick. But yeah, they let me take a picture and everything. It's up on my Blue Sky. You can go watch it. It was really cool. I spent the last little bit of this playthrough getting up to a fish that I'm pretty sure I don't think many other people found this guy. So honestly, I did not figure out what you're supposed to do for a little bit. I thought you were supposed to wall climb those. Not what you're supposed to do at all. Honestly, I think the way I did it is what's intentional. But the yeah, like I don't think you could have the height to make it there. But yeah, no, it was like the convention itself was really cool. I tried a lot of or I saw a lot of stuff that I really wasn't expecting. There were a lot of really interesting looking platformers, which was very cool. I have a few things added to my wish list this event. It's funny you mentioned that, Axum. There's a really funny story from day 2 that I want to tell when I get a chance. But now's not the time. Now it's day 1. We're getting familiar with everything. Missing texture spotted. Yeah. Wah. I finished this area on my 3rd playthrough, so you'll see it once again. You know, good to allow you to take in the sights, analyze a lot of it, frame by frame, if you want. Yeah, I just keep trying the same thing and failing. Honestly, that could have worked if I slowed down more. But, yeah, no, like, it was a really fun convention, all things considered. And this is me running out of time. Hold on, how deep are... No, I have about a minute here, which is really funny because I believe... I think I might go a bit over on it. But this is where I'm like, oh, wait, I can totally just, like, make this jump. Let me do that. Did any of the movement feel, different? Outside of the stuff that got removed? No, it felt pretty similar from what I could tell. Ooh. Actually, Mimic, I have one that's right up your alley. I have a few cards, from them. Everdeep Aurora. This game looks sick. I didn't get a chance to play it, but, it's like a mining 2D platformer. It's really fun, looking. I added this shit to my wish list immediately. There's also this game called Tire Boy. That was really interesting. You play as a tire. Yeah, it looked funny. What else do I have in here, actually? Yes, Fritos. It will be available on YouTube. I'm uploading 3 different versions of it. Also, this guy, I finally figured out what to do to get up here. I don't know how many people figured this guy out, but he's just hanging out up top. I had a really funny bug here. He just jumps right into the water and I can't catch him. He's gone. Did I try White Knuckle? No, but I wanted to. I saw it. The Dread XP booth had a lot of cool looking stuff. It's not fish suicide. He's going back to his home habitat, parentheses, syrup. It makes sense. But, yeah, it was, there were a lot of cool looking games. There's on PAX's website, you can find their, like, lineup or whatever. And there's a lot of good stuff. And this is me running out of time, and so it is time for the 3rd playthrough. Yay! It's funny, I think for this playthrough, the person before me was playing Tackle Box, and I literally had to be like, hey, can I play the other demo, actually? It was really funny. My favorite booths are always the student booths. Yeah, that was not something I was expecting, was the, like, amount of, like, just learning, like, focused booths, where, like, there were a lot of booths where, like, it was advertising software to make your own game, which I thought was really cool. Like, I know it's a gaming convention and everything. Sorry, Eternal Hollow. You know, I know it's a gaming convention and everything, but I really wasn't, expecting that, you know? Title card, yeah. Eventually, I just started tuning all of this out. Also, you can grapple this gear from underneath. It's really funny. But, you can tell I was on a mission here. Right before this, I was like, I was talking to one of the Marvelous people, and they were like, I was like, yeah, this is my 3rd time playing, so excited. This game is so cool. And then they were like, oh yeah, well, there are some things, there was an update last night, There are some things different. You can tell, like, the green on the vines here is gone. So, should be a few more things to discover. I forget how they phrased it, but that was close. And I was like, dude, I wasn't insane. I did notice something different. Because I literally was watching someone play and I was like, didn't those vines have the, like, dark green on the background? I was right, is the answer to that. But, here's me doing this puzzle as intended and not just going to the left. Or at least how I imagine it's intended. You throw it into this little socket over here, and then you climb on up. But, this is the time where I actually get the watchtower completed. I promise. This playthrough is really fucking cool, actually. Dude, this has one of my favorite areas in the entire demo, in it. Like, I absolutely loved this, like, seed puzzle area. Like, the pachinko was kind of dumb, because I just couldn't figure it out. That's an entirely a skill issue. But, like, this entire area felt really well crafted. I think the pachinko stuff changed from day 1 and 2 as well. It got a texture added, I think. And might have been changed, like, the geometry a little bit to make it more forgiving. But, the actual puzzle design of this area is very well done. Because you have the, like, quick intro with the golden seed at the very start, and then you have this next area that I'm going to, that I was really excited about. Yes, Jazzpev, I did. It's somewhere in the footage here, but it doesn't work. Caster actually just drops the seed, which is a travesty, because I'm pretty sure that implies that he does it with the bait too. But there isn't any, like, bait in this in this demo, so I couldn't try any bait tricks or anything. And honestly, that's probably for the best. I don't think people wanted to, like, figure that out, honestly. But yeah, this is me trying to figure out how to get up to the ropes at the top. I spend way too long. There's, like, very obviously just a blue flower here. Does this game actually have fishing? It does. The tackle box has a few, like, fish you catch by casting bait into the water. It's literally the first thing you do in the tackle box is catch a fish with bait. It's really cool. The bait in this game has a lot of really sick movement tech. I got robbed here. It's kind of glorp shit, I'm not gonna lie. But a quick death warp fixes us. But, yeah, it is literally the thing that you do very first. It's really cool. The bait has, like, a shit ton of movement tech with it, and it is by far some of my favorite movement in this game is bait movement tech. But yeah, this is where we're going on up to my favorite puzzle in this area, at the very least. This area is really cool. This area has these platforms that you move out of the walls, and you have some pretty basic platforming on the way through, but at the end of this area, you can see how this is kind of applied. These platforms will move back in, so you have to be a little bit fast. It is a bit scary. This is the area I was trying to skip my way to yesterday. And then this is where I think it gets really, really cool. Because right beyond this room is, I mean, obviously, it's one of the golden seeds. In this little shrine here. And You have to bring this thing all the way back through the rooms that you traverse through. And it is so cool. I absolutely loved this area. Having to detach from the bait, or detach the thing from your rod, the seed from your rod. Ayo, pause. Was a really neat challenge. It took me a while to figure out here what I was supposed to do, and then I was like, oh, I get it now. And so I just did it real fast. But this area rocked. I loved this area. It was so fun to figure it out. Because, like, this isn't even necessarily a difficult puzzle, which is really nice. I barely make this jump. But, like, even without, like, a super challenging puzzle, this area was just really satisfying to figure out. I absolutely loved this, this area. I just end up jumping on down and then walking on over normal, like normal. Yeah, exactly. The like visual communication on like what you're supposed to do with this seed, as you go through that little area is really smart. Like that area is like one of the shortest areas in this demo, by the way, which is crazy. Like, this is the first area. It gets a lot crazier after this, I promise. And I was like, despite being one of the shortest areas in this demo, this area sticks out to me very much, like, as kind of a strong point of it. Like, all you need to do is kind of clean up the pachinko thing. If the seed rolled a little bit slower, or it just had a longer track, I think it's literally perfect. I'm sad I didn't get to test the stealth area that much. Because that seems like it'd be really fun, but I just managed to jump past the bridge without moving it. But yeah, it was... this entire area I loved. You get 3 playthroughs of this area. I believe the rest of the areas get 2 to 3 before I get to figure it out. It is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's really fun. You can see me here. What I'm trying to do here is a death warp strat where, like, I'm setting my death warp on the other side of the pachinko here, so I can keep it all the way through to the other side, and then throw the seed into the pachinko, and then death warp to the other side to catch it. Not at all how you're intended to do this, but, you know, teehee. It helps when you know the systems of the game and how to exploit them. But this is actually where I try the death warp, and you can see Caster just drops it. Which is extremely funny way to troll me in specific, devs. I appreciate it. Fucking SMH. But yeah, this takes me a few more tries, I believe. But I will say, ads are coming up in about 30 seconds. I will pause it, but if you want to just keep hanging out, a sub is very appreciated. I'm trying to make it SGDQ, and the support would be helpful, is all I'll say. But, and also I would appreciate it after, you know, going to PAX, to get this footage. But, absolutely not necessary, just, you know, would be very appreciative. But yeah, I do manage to do it here, thank God, and, for now, you guys are gonna be stuck in ads. Oh, this is perfect timing because I'm teasing you with the bridge here. But we'll be back shortly from the ad break. Forgot I had Discord on my other side. Sorry, backshots. But, what's up, chat? Leaks? Yeah. chat logs were leaked. My fault, my bad. Don't kick me from the group chat. Nah. It is... It is good. Clipped? Don't clip me. Bro, why does Osborne show up in... Okay. Ooh, bad timing, Axum. I think everyone's in ads now. But, yeah. Yep. Fuck P he turned Pesbian. Speaking head emoji react. I hope everyone's had fun so far. This has been a good time. I'm enjoying everyone saying all this shit for the first time. I can't believe Osborne's the one clipping and leaking or reporting me. What the hell? Non-toxic leather cleaner. What is going on in my chat? And that's a quote post. Things are going well in my chat. Do y'all fuck with non-toxic leather cleaner? Jane SR. I need it so fucking bad, I'm gonna cry. We'll wait for everyone to get out of ads. It'll be about another minute. Which is very nice and allows you to see when people are in ads, so that's cool. But yeah, welcome back everyone. I'm really excited for this next part, dude. I am so excited for the watchtower here. I'm also excited about the non-toxic leather cleaner, of course. How do you think we feel? So true. I failed to consider how everyone at home feels. That is true. Alright. Everyone should be back from ads. However, I'm gonna check one thing because I'm kinda worried about something. I realize now my audio for my music was not properly split, and now I'm kinda scared the VOD's muted. We'll see. Okay, things look okay for now. I started local recording, so just in case. Should be okay. Anyways, let's continue on, shall we? Left off right before one of my favorite parts of my playthroughs of this demo. The watchtower. This shit is so cool. And boom. That's one of the bridges in the background. Pulled down. And a fish for our troubles. This area is so cool. Music on? What the fuck? Warp. Let me try to fix that real fast. Audio. Oh, wait, okay, I think I split my audio tracks wrong. I skipped the catch animation, what do you want? Okay, it should be good. But, yeah, the watchtower is done, and part 1 of the bridge has been completed. I do end up completing all 4 parts separately, not in one go as much as I could have, probably, with enough practice. But we're coming up on the end of this playthrough. I managed to explore around a little bit more. I was trying to find my next objective here. And I think I end up finding it after a bit. So, one thing that was going on is, like I mentioned earlier, you had this little raffle for a bunch of prizes. The thing that I didn't mention, because I have teller timing, of course, is that you need to play all 4 of the games that Xseed had. So they had, you know, obviously the big catch, but they also had Story of Seasons, Rune Factory, and Moonlight Peak. And you got a bonus for playing all 4. So, day 2, I played through a bunch of the games. I played through Story of Seasons, Moonlight Peaks. I waited until the next day for Rune Factory, I believe. But I didn't play as much of the big catch as I could have because I wanted to win that fucking bucket hat, man. I can play this eventually, it's fine. But I really wanted to see if I could win that bucket hat, because God, it was cute. Fish stuck. Help save him. I couldn't figure this out for the longest time. I figured that the cage guys out because of someone else. I was watching someone play while in line. I was like, oh, okay, this all makes sense. I have a kind of good idea here, which is to ride the turtle shredders, the snappers. That genius. I'm a genius. Into the cage, and that is in fact what ends up working, but I don't think I ever do it in any of my footage, if I'm being honest. I can't quite remember. But skippers? Fuck no baby. Fuck no baby. Yeah, I don't know what they're called. They don't have a name. Yep. He is safe, and I don't blame him for wanting to be safe. But yeah. God, the side flip animation is so cool. It's just the best. But I didn't know it was possible to hyperfixate this hard on a game that's not out. So true. I run out of time here. So that is the 3rd playthrough done. And this is where I find my next objective. Shout out to Illegally Sam. Had a run in the event of GDQ that was going on at PAX East. I was recording him play because, you know, of course, he ended up gravitating towards this right side area. I got told by some of the Xseed people that a lot of people were just coming straight here, kind of gravitated towards it, but ended up finding this little rail at the bottom here. And this is where I found what I wanted to do next, was through this tunnel. Being neurodivergent will do that to you, so true, Anarchy. So Sam ends up finding this huge rail to swing on over to, and I knew when I saw this that there was some shit going on here, so I knew I had to Had to go on through. Hi, Saf. PAX was very good. I had a lot of fun. Also, Saf, did you know Nerd Piggy was at PAX? Because I sure didn't. I didn't get to say hello. Kind of fucked up. But, hope you're doing well, Saf. And that is my friend Sam's playthrough. I cut it. You know, I didn't show off everything because it was a lot of the same stuff that I was doing. This is my 4th playthrough. Still on day 2, for context, but, I had a mission, I had a goal in mind, which was to get to that big rail grinding area. So we're going on through. Everyone knew that I was there except for you. Okay, well, I hate my Chungus life, I guess. But, the camera angle on this one kinda cooked, I'm not gonna lie. It is kinda glorp shit. But, yeah, I really love these turtle things too. They were awesome. It was kind of annoying that they could hit you while you were jumping off of it. That is the one thing I didn't like about them that much. But I did thoroughly enjoy them. Yeah, it's funny. Right after Jaxler's Legacy of Kain run, because I was on commentary for that, for the GDQ stage, I just went straight into the expo hall and was like, okay, I'm gonna play a bunch of stuff. Mostly the big catch, but a bunch of stuff. So I figured out that you can lower this, little platform down. And this is one of my favorite discoveries from the entire event. You can bounce on this trampoline, it sends you way high up. And there's this little, grappling point here. And this is so funny to me. Inside of here is just a guy living on his own. I think I woke him up. And once you catch him, you know, the lights turn on. Yeah, he's got his own fucking place. It was so fucking funny finding that. It's so funny. I loved that. Got the penthouse suite. Damn right. That was one of my favorite discoveries. There's the secret fucking penthouse. It was so funny. This is the final area. That is the goal. The final bridge connects to there, and that is where you are headed to. And I figured that out right there. I was like, ooh, I know where I'm going to. And it just so happens that, well, you'll see in about 2 playthroughs. But, this is my actual favorite. I like the puzzle area a lot. But, from a level design perspective, y'all aren't ready for what you're about to see. I'm telling you now. I'm sad that the camera angle on this footage kind of sucks. But the next playthrough is really good. This is my favorite area in the entire game. Jumping up and down. So was I. Because this entire area is this. You know what? I'll just let it speak for itself. This takes me a few tries to get up here. This jump is fucking evil, by the way. I don't know who made this. You can't turn around on this rail, by the way. So you have to wall ride over to this fucking singular point. I figured it out eventually, but you don't want to run here. You just want to instantly wall jump. And there we go. And then I do something real stupid. I jump. Why did you jump, man? Are you fucking real? Like, come on. But yeah, that jump was straight up evil. I figured it out. This game is so cool. I love fishing. Man, I love fishing. It is, so think about you saying that this area is like half as big as the fucking tackle box. Yeah. Anyways, welcome, everyone. This area is so fucking sick. I was speechless when I walked into this area. It is so gorgeous. I am so sad I missed that jump, but the cascading waterfalls. This music is perfect for it too. The fucking breakcore. Just... yeah. Even now, I'm kind of speechless. This guy is a huge fucking troll, just running around this fucking... this area. This inside area is just for some extra bonuses. Got him, though. Just that easy. This is gonna be so fun to go through fast. Dude, I have a crazy story. From day 4. That involves this area. It's not on recording, and I'm so sad, so I might tell it during the next playthrough. But, why I, you know, go fast through it. But I wanna let us discover everything here first. I was so lost what to do in this room, and then I was like... there's only one way out, right? And I got fucking slammed in the face by that door. Big catch chair lord? Not the chair lord. But, yeah, it takes me a few tries to figure out what this is, and, you know what? Thank God I know how death warps work, because, getting sent all the way back here at the start would have been tragedy. But, I managed to keep my death warp, jump on through, and boom, right on back. And this time, boom. This entire area is gorgeous, just this one central structure surrounded by these huge waterfalls. And these really difficult rail sections were so sick. This is one of my favorite lines in the entire game. That was there, was that wall jump, oh, cinema, dude. Just... this game is going to be the best fucking game ever made, man. It is... man, I so badly wish you could hear the game sound. I wish they had speakers. It's funny, at the booth, they had just a revolving TV of game trailers that they had there. Oh, dude, I forgot about this. You get coins from the fish pot, dude! It's fuck... they did it! They innovated! They did it! They listened to us! Dude, I was laughing to myself so hard, I looked insane. next to just some guy going through... I think he was playing the tackle box, honestly. I tried to do some fucked up shit here and got punished. These rails you actually can't go... they're one-way rails. The green ones you can turn around on, the red ones you can't. So that was fun to figure out right there, and then... but dude, this area, like, I was dying to myself with the big pot there. It was so funny to me, like... oh yeah, why not? You know, doing what should have been done in the tackle box and giving you coins out of the fish pot. It's nice that it's the gold fish pot too, because that means that there's some distinction. Thank you for not making us break every fish pot. We were gonna do that in a category extension ourselves anyways, but, you know. This rail takes me a few tries. This area was so hard for me. It was really tricky to figure it out. But I get there in the second playthrough of this area eventually. I keep going back for health and then realizing, oh wait, none of the health is spawned. This sucks. Yeah. Dude, I love the addition of the, like, rail colors. Like, not only does it make the rails just look gorgeous, like, Yeah, for sure. Uh, That's really funny. Hold on, can I just... Alright. Alright, there you go. Thank you, Lori. Sponsored stream. Shout out. I finally figured out this jump. Also, the compass points somewhere. I think I have an inkling of an idea, but I'll have to explain why that is later. This area was really cool to figure out, though. Love this rail switch onto the 5 coin here. And then my instincts kicked in. I was like, oh, I know this is a wall run. And I was right, but I didn't know where I was going. I was trying to aim last second for that rail, but it didn't work. And I ended up falling. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, I had to land on the rail. Yeah, it was unfortunate. But this is about where my time is running out. I have like a minute 30 here, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta go, I gotta beat this area, dude. It's so cool. Nice little wall run to save me there. This area was really fun, dude. Just the finesse that you have to have with the wall running and the rail grinding here. Peak. It is so peak. It is ridiculously fun. All balloons, CatX win? Okay, buddy. Fuck no, baby. Fuck no, baby. I unfortunately end up missing the rail here because I didn't hit jump in time, and then I end up running out of time here, but thankfully I believe the next footage is pretty good. I might be wrong about that, but yeah, no. This entire rail area was just... I still think about it. I thought about it every fucking second of the day. I was just like, dude, this place was so cool. I end up dying here, and that really puts the nail in the coffin. But yeah, no, just... And you're gonna get to see the rest of it in a little bit. I cut a bit ahead here, so you don't have to see me traverse through the beginning for the millionth time. I will say, I'm gonna have a, like, uncut, fully, like, unedited version of the footage available, on YouTube later. If you're watching this on YouTube, this stream VOD on YouTube, it'll be in the description. I was winking, but you couldn't see it under my hair. I can't wink with my right eye. But, you can see me walking back over to this area, there, and anything else I cut out for stream's sake, that I just felt wasn't that interesting. Yes, feel free to hit the hi YouTube. But, yeah, this area was really fun to get through. That's an interesting first message. Was trying to follow you on your socials, but they seem not to be there. Interesting. What socials are you trying? Because I don't have Twitter anymore. The only stuff I'm on, really, as Shovel Claws at least, I, like, have a personal Instagram. Yeah, I deactivated my Twitter a little bit ago, but you can find me on Blue Sky. Uh, you can find me on YouTube and Blue Sky primarily, and here, of course. But welcome in. For anyone who is late to the party while we're just going through, you know, stuff I've seen before. I'm a fool and fall back down to the level I was just on. I don't know why I did that. Quite silly of me. But to anyone who's late to the party, doesn't know what's going on, we're watching a bunch of footage that I took of the PAX East demo. This was playable at PAX East. It's all new, brand new content that we haven't seen before. Well, we've kind of seen it before, but I'll talk about that later. But I got to play a bunch of it. It was an absolute blast, and I recorded as much of it as I could, so I wanted to show it off on stream, have everyone in a cute little watch party. I do want to say, like, thanks to everyone for hanging out. Like, we've been hovering 30 viewers this entire time, which is kind of crazy to me. That's I'm glad everyone is as excited for this as I am. But it is really exciting. I appreciate it. I wanted to mention that because it's cool how much everyone has been reacting to it. It's been a blast. But yeah. How far did I have to travel for PAX? So I'm from Georgia, like on the Tennessee-Georgia border. So it wasn't like that expensive. I have an airport up near me that's really cheap to fly out of. So it was like $200 for a flight to Boston. Unfortunately, I did have to pay for the badge, which was another like $200. But I had the cash, and I really lucked out this this event with like my staying accommodations, because I did not have to pay a cent because I was staying at a friend's house who's local to Boston, and he was exceptionally kind to me, like excellent host. So yeah, like the entire reason you guys have this footage is because of him. So you know, I'd shout him out, but I'm not sure if he'd want that, but he was exceptionally kind. But yeah, it was very lucky. Dude, I get my ass beat by this rail grinding section. I did not realize it was this bad. Damn, I suck. You have Boston friends that aren't me / territorial. That's a new, that's a new one. That's funny. On the YouTube video, you should put the Game Explain intro. Of course, of course. Wanna play Risk / territorial, right. Okay, I believe this is where I actually clutch up and hit this, once and for all, finally. There we go. It shouldn't have been that bad. Thankfully, this is the last challenge for the area we're going to. Have a big swing across, and this is where funny stuff happens. So you know how I said there's that final area, right? That little platform. I looked at it about 45 minutes ago, where all of the bridges connect. Sorry this camera angle kind of sucks, by the way. My fault. Not cinema, I fear. You can still see the bridge moving in the background, so that's good. Yeah, so I recognized where I was right here. And, if any devs watching, I'd like to apologize in advance. I'm sure you heard about this from the publishers. Because all of them watched me as I do this. I did this. Yeah, See that little slice of wood here? Turns out you can just walk on it. My fault. My fault. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Yeah. Look. Look. It's not my fault. Okay. So yeah, I do a little bit of trolling here. My fault. It took me a minute to figure out where I was, so I just walked into nothingness, but then I was like, I turn around and I go to the left here, and I see, this little opening, clearing here. And then I see this huge banner in front of us, and I'm like, oh, well, okay, I can just jump on over. Then I walk on over and, oops, okay, that's it, my bad. Yeah, so, you might want to fix that one. There's also a little bit that you can, stand out of bounds here. And that marks my 5th playthrough. Yeah, look. Sometimes you look, man, it just happens. What do you want? I can't help it. Vertical? Yeah, so, the story behind this one is a little bit silly. I had this mug that was pretty small, like, all things considered. It was not very big. It was like maybe this big around, so like, you know, decent size. And I wanted to use that mug as a little kickstand. Did not work. All of this footage sucks. I'm sorry. I should have just stayed with what I had. But, here I had an idea. I was watching someone with this little rail, and I wanted to see if I could jump across this gap and see what this was, because I didn't know of the way into that area yet. I found out very shortly, but I wanted to give this a few tries. And you can see here how, like, going uphill slows you down quite a lot. This is not. There are 10 playthroughs total. The 7th one is missing footage, so there are 9. What the fuck am I gonna do a prediction for? What the fuck? Okay, well... maybe I can think of something. Right, of course, of course. But yeah, I played around with some of the rail grinding, and then I figured out, some stuff. I figured what I do in this playthrough, I'm not gonna lie. But, I do just play around. Did the turtle just grind the rail? He bounced off of it. I know they bounce off of, so the turtles bounce off of things kind of pinball style. If you hit a wall or a ledge or a rail. So if you hit anything solid, the turtle, like, dies. Oh, I forgot about this guy. There's just a fish hiding under this log, and for some reason he looks a bit different. What's that thing on his face? Clean yourself up, mister. What the hell? I get better footage of that guy later tomorrow, or later the next day. But yeah, he just yeah, Zora, sure. That's one way to put it. I don't know if I got footage of this actually, but inside of those little things that you pull, the kind of like lily pad looking things almost, that have things inside of it, I saw someone pull a fish out of one. I don't know which one. No clue. There was just a guy in there. I don't think I got footage of it. But I did see that, and yeah, no, I'm concerned. Maybe caster is the problem, is what I've decided. I spent a lot of time in this playthrough kind of fucking around. And then eventually I find the thing that I am looking for, which is, you know, my next objective, of course. But, yeah. I need this game. I'm suffering withdrawal symptoms. That'll be me in a little bit. I wish I could just, like, play this demo forever. Unfortunately, I cannot. There was an expiration date. I wish I had a few more playthroughs, because I would have messed around out of bounds. But I felt kind of bad on the show floor, like, just going straight out of bounds, as if it's, like, easy, and I'm not, like, 300, 400 hours deep. Yeah, it's, you know. Dude, okay. This is where you're supposed to go to get onto that platform I was trying to jump to, earlier. This was fucked up. This, like, platforming challenge here, evil. You're supposed to jump from turtle to turtle. Like it's some fucking arcade game. Fucking... What the fuck? Extremely evil. Just the most evil thing ever. Did they ever say if this was going to be a backer demo? They've said they currently have no plans to release it to the public. This was just a thing to market the game, I believe. So. Unfortunately. I figured out here something very cute. If you hit the turtle before you land on them, you can actually redirect them. And that allowed me to get to this area without taking the turtles around. I use that from here on out. It's so much easier. It is really cute. Because if you smack the turtles, they redirect. Again, kind of like pinball. So you can kind of aim them by smacking them around. It's kind of mean, thinking about it. But you know what? They try to smack you. It's really cute. Oh my god, their attack animation? I haven't even mentioned this. Their attack animation is so cute. Because they can deal damage to you. And they just kind of like... It's fucking adorable. I love them. But yeah, it is awesome. I love them so much. And this is where the majority of my last playthroughs take place, is this final area. There are 2 gears in this area, that one of which is evil. Just straight up, it is evil. The other one is not so evil, but you'll see the evil one later on, I believe. In this area, this is really cool. These turtles start climbing the walls and stuff, and this is a really cute challenge. I absolutely loved this little area here with the vine climbing and the turtles here. This area was really difficult, actually. I struggled with this area a lot, which is saying something. I think about the difficulty of this part of the game. How long do we have left of footage? We have another about hour left of game footage. But I spent a lot of time in this this game, or this run, just kind of fucking around. I also believe, yeah, this would have been day 3, so demo time is shortened to 12 minutes at this point. So I only get 12 minutes to play. Thankfully, that doesn't stop me, which is pretty nice, but... this area is really cool. This is this huge, like, spinning, rotating clock tower area. I adjusted the camera angle a little bit, so you can see a bit better. And you have to climb these vines between these thorns. This area is so sick. I do something really cool at the end, with this area. I jumped down because I'm an idiot, but I managed to keep my death warp, so I just... But, I do something really cool at the end of this area that, I'm really proud that I managed to find. Oh, this part, too. So, these, like, moving wall panels, will end up, oh yeah, I forgot about this, this little secret cubby. Yeah, this huge clock tower rotates around with these vines. Very, like, it's almost kind of like TikTok clock in a way, to me. It's really sick. I find a few things here that I'm really proud of finding, in terms of, like, speedrun strats. I believe I do them in the next playthrough, though. I struggle with this area quite a lot. But, yeah, this entire area is really fun. It's great. Imagining some shit last night waiting for this, yeah. No, this area is just so cool, man. I'm trying not to give too much away, because I don't want to spoil the things I did here. Also, I don't know how, but I think I took damage somewhere around here. I suck, apparently, I think. But, yeah, this I'm super proud of. I jump up here, and I'm like, oh, I can just, like, jump over to these, easy. Duh. And this skips an entire, like, climbing puzzle area. Super proud of that. That was a cute little find. And then here they made the mistake of giving you a fucking grapple hook, man. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. We're doing too much with it now. Because this allows me to skip basically the entire thing. You can kind of see the vision, but I miss it. But I do that later. Please don't stop giving us grapple hooks, by the way. It is the best thing in the entire game. Please give us more. Please, more grapple hooks. Please, I want to skip stuff. Man, come on. Do you think people will mainly focus on ILing for 100%ing individual areas? No. Honestly, I hope not. Because I personally think full game is where it's at, if you ask me. Like... Yeah. I don't know. It's weird because it kind of depends... To me, at least, it really depends what tools we get. I would love to have, like, an area IL, like, tool. Whether modded or in the game officially. Where, like, you start at the start of an area like this, just like in this demo, you get plopped in, get a timer going, you got a goal, of some kind, whatever variety it may be, and you can... because from there, it's really easy to add arbitrary restrictions or requirements, like catch all the fish in an area. Pretty easy, you just track all the fish in the area. Something like that. And that is my 6th playthrough. I move on to my 8th playthrough here. Because, Sec. Yeah, I lost the 7th playthrough footage. I am really sad that I lost the 7th playthrough. It recorded for a minute, and I guess I must have, like, hit my volume button or something, because it just stops inexplicably. I have no clue why, but it really sucks. I found something really cool in my 7th playthrough, and I don't show it off again until my 10th playthrough. But it's really, really cool. That said, this is... I think I go right back to the same place I was in. It's just right on through. How many playthroughs are there? There are 10. 10 in total. Yeah, speedrun tools were one of the Kickstarter goals. Yeah, for sure. You know, we'll have to wait and see what those are. I'm pretty hopeful, all things considered. I hope they get them right. We'll definitely see. But I trust in what they're cooking, you know, like always, of course. It takes a lot for me not to trust the devs of this game, all things considered. You know, like, if this is what they're doing and this is in beta, kind of hard not to get excited, right? Cause like, I don't know, it's really hard to describe because I feel like, personally, like, the tackle box was one of my favorite... I fall into the syrup here again. I suck shit, apparently, at this. But, like, the tackle box was one of my, like, favorite platforming experiences ever, right? Like, and that shit is a teaser, right? Like... what the fuck does the full game have in store, right? And if this is any signification of what exactly there's going to be, do you guys see why I can say that this game's going to be the best game of all time? Like, I feel like it's not that big of a stretch anymore, you know? But yeah. Instead of going to the right here, I go to the left. And this is what I did during my 7th playthrough, is I went through this area. To the left here is a very interesting labyrinth with these little turret gun things. These turrets are really interesting, actually. They're a unique little obstacle. I am pretty sure this is the playthrough where I just, like, get my shit stomped in. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm just dog shit terrible at this part, but it's for good reason. I think this part is probably the hardest part in the demo that there was. I spent a lot of time trying to get this jump. I don't know why. I do something much smarter immediately after I die here. Wonder if they still plan to release in 2025. That is what I've heard is still the plan. All of the publisher people, I think, said, like, you know, when I was talking to them about it, like, yeah, you know, when the full game comes out later this year, stuff like that, I believe. Honestly, if it doesn't come out 2025, I'm not gonna be mad. My one... like, the one thing that would make me heartbroken about this game, and I think it'd be really fucking hard to make me sad about this game, but the one thing that would is it being underbaked. The only thing I want is for it to come when it's ready, you know? Because, like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. I'll do it after talking about this. I don't think this thing has a texture. I don't know if they expected anyone to get to this area. I'm not gonna lie to you. My fault. Again. I apologize. But I did find this cute little shortcut here. You can jump off to the side here. Literally, the debug ball, yeah. Shout out to the debug ball. But, yeah, I spent a bit trying to get this, section. But, to kind of go back to what I was talking about, like, that's orb, oh god. Anyways, to kind of go back to what I was, talking about, the one thing that would make me, like, genuinely very sad, like, The only way I see this game disappointing me is if it's underbaked. I don't think it will be. My full trust is in the team behind this game, because holy shit. But if it is, by whatever fucking evil demonic spirit places a curse on me today, yeah, I don't know. It's weird, because I've described this a bit to some people, but this game, in a way, feels like it feels like I grew up to be a game dev, but someone else is making the game that I always wanted to. Which is an extremely out-of-body experience, you know, just outright. But, like, it's... in a way, it's really inspiring, because they're taking an idea I could never do. I could never do this, you know? Like, as much I could put in all the time in the world. I could put in the passion, the blood, sweat, tears, whatever. I don't think I could meet the expectations of what I want that game to be. But they're doing it for me. And that's a really weird feeling. It's very bizarre. But it makes me extremely just innately trusting of what the direction this game is taking. Also, yes, the turret is shooting spears at you. Yes, it looks like a debug object, of course. Again, I don't think I was supposed to be here. But, you know what? Beta game. It's okay. It was really funny, because I was like, oh, wait, Don't think I was meant to get over to this area. I'm pretty sure the, like, jump to the, like, the hold grapple, the orange ball, was meant to not be possible, but I have no clue. That's just what my intuition says. Like, I really couldn't tell you. I spent a while on this jump. This jump is deceptively hard. You're supposed to, and I figured this out afterwards, of course, you're supposed to bounce on the ball and then into wall run, like, from the trampoline, just bonk, and then run into the wall run. I could not figure that out. Again, I think I'm worse at this game than people let on. But, you know, that's okay. You see that little strip of ground where the lava doesn't meet the wall there? Remember that for later. You still have, you know, a good 30 minutes here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too much. Just remember it, you know, like, you know, the hope is that you're remembering all of this and you'll hold on to it forever and, you know, be able to look back on this in years to come and, you know, remember the big catch we had along the way or whatever. But, you know, I'm just saying. Thank God for ground bumps, because, I was gonna miss that jump, for sure. This area kicked my shit in. Yeah, straight up. I was so bad at this moving platform area, just the whole way through. Here I go for a cheeky little death warp to get back up to the top. It works! And then I figure out, oh, I'm supposed to, like, well, jump here. And, boom. But, yeah, this area was really fun. It's extremely evil. I do something, oh, forgot about that death. I do something later that is really cool. How is there so much? I know. Dude, it blows my mind that I 100% did not see everything there was to see. I really hope other people got footage too, and I know some people probably did, to some extent. But I really hope there's footage of stuff that I missed, because that would be really cool. Especially the rail waterfall area. I'm pretty sure I missed 2 or 3 things in that area, because there are a lot of, like, little corners and creepy little bits, for lack of a better word, that I didn't want to explore, because I wanted to, like, actually try to complete the objective. I ran out of time there as soon as I finished that jump, and then they cut me off. And you may notice I'm not starting at the start here. I have a crazy story. So I was waiting in line. This is day 4 now, so last 2 playthroughs here. I was waiting in line, trying to get in the last few things, and not a dev checkpoint. I'm in the front of the line. One of the Xseed guys, how am I forgetting his name? I just followed him on Blue Sky. One of the Xseed guys, his name is Luke, whizzed me on over to the booth, and there are people still sitting in front of the computer. Why am I getting called over? It's not my turn yet. The most bizarre thing that's ever happened to me happened at PAX East. Do you guys know who Avalee May is? If you don't, we can figure this out together. If you don't, this is Avalee May. She has 125,000 followers. Is an esports caster. Streams a bunch of esports games. Extremely cool streamer. I've literally watched some of her streams. Ignore the fact I don't follow her. I'm a YouTube frog. Really interesting thing is that she is sitting at the booth and is just there, you know. She's like, she says to me, I heard that there was a pro here and that you're a speedrunner. Show me what you have. And she hands me the controller. And I just played the big catch for her in front of her and her camera person. And we just talked for a little bit about the game. She was doing a content piece about the Xseed booth. Dude, I was wearing a fucking collar in front of Avalee May. Fucking insane. And we just talk, and the entire time you'll notice I'm in the waterfall area here. I just go through the waterfall area, the rail grinding area, and she is like super nice and like very she's very impressed, and I'm like, I'm just here doing this because I like the game a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, it's very cool to feel like, you know, appreciated for my talents. And the whole weekend I felt very cool, you know, don't get me wrong. But to play a game that I absolutely love for a content creator that I've literally watched was such a strange experience. But holy fuck was it cool. Yeah, wild. It was absolutely absurd. I genuinely just, I'm speechless. I have no idea, Stratus. I'll keep an eye out. I mean, like, shit. If I end up in some fucking video, you'll hear about it. But yeah, it was extremely cool. And like, she was super like personable and down to earth too, which is like very nice, especially as someone who is like moderate fan. Like, I like the things she does. She's fucking hilarious. I think she is like genuinely one of the funniest streamers. Like, it is really fucking sick. But afterwards I just start my 9th playthrough, you know? And after having that experience, I have to, you know, play through the game again, of course. Wait, I just realized is the creature on the title card the big skeleton in tackle box? Wait, actually, you might be right. Hold on. It doesn't look like it. Someone's gonna have to compare. But, yeah, maybe. Maybe, though. It doesn't super look like it. But, yeah, it's definitely similar. But, I'm gonna skip ahead through the bits here for now. I end up going to the right again. I had the idea. You know, I got my ass kicked by the moving platform area there. And I had an idea. What if I go to the right here, climb all the way up to the top, because I know I can do that. And then jump on over to the top of the moving platform area. So that's what I wanted to try here, was climbing through this area. And getting to the moving platform area from the top of the right-hand side here. So, thankfully, this one goes a lot smoother, all things considered, having the knowledge that I did. But I am, in fact, still bad and still need to death warp back over. But, yeah, no, Day 4 of PAX, absolutely absurd. I did not think in a million years I would be playing Big Catch just for a content creator that I am a fan of. It is extremely bizarre. Honestly, my hope is that she sees that and that she picks up the game and plays it on stream because she thinks it's fucking cool. That's my one hope. I don't gaff about anything else. Like, she can leave me unmentioned as just like a nameless speedrunner. Don't care. I just want her to play the full game. Yeah. Imagine if that's the boss of this area. That would be really cool. Wait, hold on. Hold on. There's a Kickstarter image I have to pull up now. Where's my phone at? Actually. I don't know where I put my phone. Now, I'm gonna let the video play and I'm gonna look for my phone because there's something I need to pull up and show. Just like that. This sucks. I don't know where my phone is. Ah, fuck it. There's one. I think you might be right. With the boss, with it being the boss of this area. Oh shit, ads starting soon. I got up when ads are starting. What the fuck? Sorry. I guess we're pausing this again. Oops. Feel free to subscribe if you want to avoid the ads, but if not, no big deal. You're not missing anything. We've paused the video. I think we are CLT. I do think so. Alright. Here are the ads. Congrats. Alright. We're coming up on the end. This has been an absolute blast. I'm glad that most of the footage is not that bad, actually. But, yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of words, I can say about this demo. All of them are exceptionally positive. This entire thing was just... Damn. You told me it would be cryptid-ass footage, and it's, like, fine. It is pretty cryptid-ass footage. Let's not get it twisted. It's fine. It's watchable. It's just cryptid-ass footage. Some of it is definitely worse than others. But, that's okay. I am glad that most of it is very watchable, and you can, like, get the idea of what's going on. Regardless. But, yeah. We'll be done here soon. Just 30 more minutes, 20 more minutes really to go. And that'll be it. That'll be it for my footage at least. It'd be really cool if people upload footage, their own footage of the game, and we find that, and there's some just some nonsense I didn't get to see. Because I'm sure there's just so much more hiding. But you know, we'll see. But yeah, no. It was an absolutely fantastic weekend of playing the Big Catch. So, what more could you want really from a big event like that? But yeah. It was really cool. Oh, I didn't even tell this story. I was waiting in line for Moonlight Peaks on day 2 or 3, one of the two, and I met fuck, what's their name? I'm so bad with names. I'm so sorry. But the person that was in the Moonlight Peaks line, or like station, you know, getting people through the game, was someone named Derek. And while I was sitting on the line for Moonlight Peaks, we started talking, and I mentioned playing Moonlight Peaks because of the raffle. You know, I'm not much of a farming sim person. Don't get me wrong, I like farming sims enough, and like all the games there were fun. But they're not really my thing. You know what my thing is. It's fucking platformers, right? It's my bread and butter. But we were talking, and I was like, yeah, I'm here for the Big Catch. It's like the entire reason I came to PAX. You know, I love this game, like, from the moment I laid eyes on it. Like, trailer makes me cry all the time still. And then I was like, I actually do speedruns of the tackle box, so I'm trying to, like, record as much as I can, and like, test out a bunch of stuff and try to uncover all the secrets and stuff of the demo here. And the next thing he asked me is, oh really, are you gonna submit the full game to GDQ? And I hit him with the, oh yeah, 100%, I am destined to run that game in GDQ. I don't even mention the fact I have 4 GDQ runs. Yeah, man, I'll submit it. You know. Whoop-de-doo. I see him again the next day, and I'm like, you know, I didn't even mention it to you the other day. This was after I did what you're gonna see at the end of the footage. We were just talking because he was watching me the whole time do it. During my 7th playthrough, the lost footage. Ooh. We started talking again, and he And I was just like, you know, I didn't mention the other day, but I literally have done 4 GDQ runs before. Like, it's really funny you mentioned GDQ, and I just, like, forgot to mention that I've done GDQ runs before. He's like, oh, really? I've probably watched them. What have you run? It turns out he's watched, like, the Sadix Relay and, like, Cult of the Lamb. He might have watched Spark 3, too. He seems to be familiar with that game, but I don't know if he watched the GDQ run. It was really fucking funny. And then he followed me on Blue Sky, which was pretty cool. So, shout out Derek. Shout out Derek and Luke. Luke was similarly fucking awesome. Like, he was really nice putting up with my nonsense bullshit. And like, it was one of the two. I think it was Derek who said this, but Derek was like, because I was like, I'm sorry you guys got to deal with me, you know, playing the game so much, clogging up the line. And he was like, your enthusiasm is infectious, and that shit stuck with me so hard. So, like, all of them were just really, really incredible people. So, I am so happy that that this game got a good publisher. Cause man, it would be rough out here if we didn't get some a group like Xseed, I think. I'll play the footage again. I'm sorry, I was a yapid. But yeah, no, like, everyone from Xseed was just really, really fucking sick, and I forgot to tell that story earlier, but yeah, they were really cool. Alright, this is where I do the really cool shit. I'm so fucking... This find is so cool. I thought this was possible, but I couldn't quite figure it out, and then I connected the dots while looking at the footage afterwards. You can just swing up here. And walk on around all of this vine climbing and platforming. And that gets you over to this little section. I believe I have to do it again, which is pretty funny because I could not figure out for the life of me what the hell I was supposed to do here, and I missed this jump. But you know, a little bit of fun. I'm telling you, man, grapple hooks, they're too strong. Here I did something super smart too. I delayed my death warp for just a tiny little second because I knew this probably is safe ground to stand on. And yep, turns out it was. And then I set my death warp on the other side because of course I do. But I just I climb on around. Some call me the best to ever do it, and many of them are wrong. But you know, this is I'll take the compliment. I really wish I could see Stratus or Jazzbev play this demo. Unfortunately, they didn't have keyboard setups, which makes sense. But you guys would have had to adapt real fast playing this game on controller again. And here is one of our final gears. And boom. I also got to show Avali the skip to the end. I got to show her the, I forgot to mention that. But I got to show her the thanks for playing sign. And she like literally took a photo of it. I like crouched his caster in front of it. I was all stanced up. It was really cool. Here is me trying to figure out like how can I get up higher and do this like weird jump idea that I had to get to the end. You can see me trying to climb up this. It does not work. I just slide on down. But, yep, swing on over. And boom. Oh, saved. And then squished. I don't know what I was trying to do here. I fucked up real bad. But I wanted to climb the top here. Thankfully, also shout out to the tree from the tackle box. Shows up there. I was like, dude, oh my god, I know you, you're a celebrity! It's really funny. You can't grab onto that ledge. I got owned. Unfortunate. Shout out. Simply the best. And yeah. This unfortunately I do have to do kinda normally. I believe there's one thing I find here that is pretty cute. I think it's pretty cute. But this climb is really cool. I love this area. It's like low-key really intense. Cause this high up. If I didn't know how to death warp, it'd be cooked. It'd be over. I hope they don't change death warps. That would be bad for us. Hopefully that gives no one any ideas. I am amazed. Wait, is this the end of this playthrough? No, I have a few more minutes left. I'm amazed by the fact that this death warp worked. How? I just... It really feels like it shouldn't have. I stood on the ground for so long, man. Back down to 1 HP. I do die again here. But it's okay. Because I want to go around this. Hitbox is a little bit further out than that, man. Thankfully, by this point, most of the Marvelous people, like, recognized me. Whenever I strolled up, they'd, like, give a little fucking head nod. So sometimes I would get a little bit of extra time to just finish up the nonsense I was cooking up. Like, when I was getting to the sign, and you'll hear this in the, like, cut, no commentary version of this, footage. I literally talked to the dude afterwards, that's, like, stationed at the booth. I don't know how that hit me, by the way. Kinda glorp shit, I'm not gonna lie. But that's okay, we accept a little bit of glorp shit. But when I found the skip to the sign, the thanks for playing sign, the end, the dude was just watching me, and he was, like, letting me cook, because he knew I had some bullshit, that I was doing. And, then I was like, oh yeah, thank you for... I was like, yeah, I knew I had something there, I appreciate you letting me break the game a little bit, because that was super sick. But yeah. One last jump up. Frankly, this should be a goldfish. I don't want no green-ass fish, you know, for that climb, dude, come on. That's okay. And, yeah, I try to figure out something here. Unfortunately, the slope is just not steep enough. And I can't really make it, but... Nah. If it cannot be a goldfish if it wants. I was just in disbelief, frankly. And this is the 10th and final playthrough. So we have about 15 more minutes. I swear to God, under that net is a secret room. I could not figure out how to get into it. There's something at the very end of this footage that I believe is... I won't spoil it. But I believe this area gets even crazier, which is incredible to say after 2 hours of just the craziest fucking place in the game. Like... You'll see what I mean. Don't worry about it. You'll see. Yeah. So, I'm gonna... Oh, good. Feel free to freak out like the rest of us have been for the past 2 hours. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. I'm going back to the moving platform section. And, also for anyone who has just joined, don't worry about, like, missing anything. This is gonna be uploaded to my YouTube with the commentary. Probably uncut, if I'm being honest. Maybe the ad breaks go cut out. But like, you won't miss anything, so you can just go to my YouTube and watch it all still. But yeah, this moving area or moving platform area was the final thing. I hadn't finished it yet. I really wanted to, so I went through it one last time, and this is this playthrough. I have to, you know, grapple hook again. There we go. But yeah. And then I greeted. Dude, I felt like such an idiot. I know I'm like good at this game, but I felt like such an idiot every time I fell. It was so funny. Like, god damn it, I shouldn't be falling to this. Thankfully, I managed to save that somehow, but then I get stuck in the wall. Do not ask me how. Kinda just squished on my way on through to the platform there. Game design, you're telling me, man. You're telling me. Yeah. This game is peak. But and then making it back over to here. Oh, save. When did you test spin clips? I think it's in the 7th playthrough. For what it's worth, I do have a minute of the 7th playthrough. I tested them on one thing and then just didn't bother because it literally pushed me out. And it was a very similar setup to the spin clips and tackle box. I didn't really thoroughly go through stuff because, like, at the end of the day, I'd rather, you know, explore every area more than test speedrun tech that may or may not be missing, but yeah. But all this we've seen before. However, this time I had a little zesty little twist on it. So this grapple is in a really nice spot. I spent a while going for this, but you know, it's mighty convenient to get on up here, and then unfortunately it's right by a wall, so you have to be pretty careful with the way you position yourself. But if you're coming at it from the right angle, you can also see the like bouncy grapple physics still exist, which I think is kind of awesome. But yeah, I wanted to cook this up for a little bit. It takes me a few tries. But thankfully, I had a very convenient death warp spot here on this little ledge. And it doesn't take me much more from here because I figure out the trick. And, you know, climb on up, and there's a fish on my left there. You can't really see him in the footage. I don't catch him because I don't gaff about no fish. But, yeah, this wasn't worth it at all. It was just worth it to get to that fish and not much else. But that's okay. I try to make it work a little bit, with, like, some nonsense. Like grapple swing. And see me lining up here for it. I forget if this actually works or not. But, yeah. You can see me just swing on by. And then full death warp because, of course. Yeah. That grapple is in a great spot. It's great. Oh, don't worry. The foreshadowing doesn't go unconcluded. But yes, you do keep in mind there's a little gap in the thing there. I made a really, really funny discovery that I feel kind of bad sharing, but in the interest of transparency, and also just to kind of quell what people may think exists beyond this, you know, the walls of this this little area. I will share it when we get to it. This wall jump is evil, by the way. It's fucked up. I take so long on this, I swear. I like how the chain link is all shiny now. Yeah, I noticed that. It's very cute. I love all the tiny details that have changed. It is really cool. Oh man, the amount of polish in this game. Even just for like a little demo. So good. I was not expecting it to go back. But Death Warp saved me. Thank you, Death Warps. I appreciate it. Yeah. I get it here, I believe. I figured it out. I think I lied. There we go. Yeah, this is still beta, and I can confirm this is still beta. There's just a little like gap in the crystal there for some reason, and I'm back to the start. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can confirm this is all beta. It's crazy to me this is all beta and it's this like fleshed out. Like, I know betas are mostly feature complete, technically, like from a like pure game dev talk standpoint. Betas tend to be mostly feature complete. They just need bug fixes and polish work for the most part, and you know, some new additions or changes based on player feedback or whatnot. That's at least what I understand as a fucking armchair game dev who doesn't know shit. But you know, and this is where I wish this camera angle were a little bit better, but this is where the final gear can be found. He's right up this little walkway. And just like that, that is all 4 of the gears. The camera angle here, to kind of give a perspective, aims up and through, yeah, this little window here, and shows the bridge collapsing, much like the other ones. And yeah, that is the final bridge collapsed. And I technically, in 4 pieces at least, made the main bridge over to the final platform. But you know, I got to see it because I'm a genius, and you know, found some funny nonsense. And yeah, I start going exploring. This is where I make a crazy realization. I come across something really interesting here. In, I want to say about 30 seconds, I think. I'm just exploring around at this point. And I noticed these things to my right. Or, sorry, to my left. These things to my left have a design very similar to the little pointy ninja sticks that you can, like, perch on. I'm doing the log again, because I wasn't sure if I got footage of this. I sure did. But, you know, I get to catch him again. We gotta name this guy, like, Whiskers or something. Like, Meowth. But, yeah, I noticed that those structures have the, like, ninja pillars on them. And when I death warp back here, I tested out. Well, I think anyways. But, yeah, do they have a name in the tackle box? I don't know, I just know them as the little gymnast things. I don't know, no. I don't know ball like that, okay, Strat? It figures. Also, my estimate of time was way off. It was like 1:30. Because I just, I die and go back. You can see, like, the rail mechanics more there, where you, like, lose speed. It's really interesting that you lose speed from rails now. Yeah, okay, okay. And, this is where I actually notice it, and I'm like, oh, wait, I wonder if you can climb on these. And, I'm gonna pause it here. So I don't know if you can see that. This right here, I'm pretty sure you can drain the water in this area. Which is the most insane thing I think they could add to this area. Because it, like, doubles the size. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I didn't have enough time. Excited to see if my hypothesis is real. That guy's just standing there, though, so I would like to catch him. You know. Absolutely fucking insane if that is what is happening there. You can see literally, like, the outline of a, like, plug, too. And what reason do these have to be here other than letting you drain the water? That's what I was thinking, CLT. Maybe that goldfish does it on purpose, so you can't get there until you drain the water. Fucking insanity, dude. There was a rail earlier that went under the water, too. I thought that was a bug. But no! I am convinced that these gears do more than just collapse the bridges, and I just didn't see them because I was too slow. I am so sad I didn't get to test it more, but it's okay. I'm convinced that something to do with that, the gears there goes a little bit deeper, because there is no reason for that to be there otherwise. And, unfortunately, I didn't get any footage of it, but those cages, I think I mentioned this earlier, you break them by riding the turtles into them. But yeah, I didn't get any footage of that. Anyways, I hope the foreshadowing all paid off, because, hi guys, yeah, what's up? Welcome to my crib, it's out of bounds. Yeah, there's just a little gap in the lava there. Yeah. So I'm just hopping around out of bounds. So this is what I do in my 7th playthrough. And, I'm gonna pause it here. As I turn here. Hey guys, have you guys played the Big Cat Shackle Box? It's this free demo on Steam that's like 10 hours long. It's really impressive. Anyways, do you guys recognize this fucking bridge here, man? Do you recognize this, this little... This whole little... Right here, I saw the bridge, and it clicked. This entire demo is just this huge area plopped on top of the tackle box map. And I'm really sad I didn't this is why I'm really sad now about my 7th playthrough being gone. Because the side... I was on this map. I was on the desert floor here, looking up at the map. It is gigantic. It is huge. You can kind of see it here. It stretches like way past the like boundaries of the wasteland. Now you know how I'm so certain about the scale of this area. And that is the last footage I have. of the PAX East demo. To answer the question of why they did it like that, I imagine because it's really easy to regression gate it with just tossing it in. Because if someone breaks out of bounds, cough, like I did, then they get to see a whole lot of game that they're not meant to see. It's way safer for a beta to plop it into the tackle box map. It makes a lot of sense. But yeah. That's it. That's all I got. Well, that's all the cut footage I got. I have more stuff that I didn't throw in because it was repetitive or stuff. But yeah. Suffice to say, this game is going to be the best game ever created. Yeah, no. I am so blown away by the work that they've done on this one area alone. I genuinely think that, like, that nearly rivals Tackle Box is, like, one of the best 3D platformer experiences I've ever had. And it's a beta of one area from the full game. What the fuck is happening this year with this game? I want to hear the music so bad. I really hope that there's someone out there that recorded it, because it is really magnificent. It's just very, like, it's this very Ocarina of Time, like, kind of violin strings, like, very plucky tune. It is excellent. It is so good. The sound design on it was really exceptional, which, obviously, we heard Tackle Box, respectfully. Yeah, no, my life is never going to be the same after that. Well, until the big catch comes out. It's really, really difficult to put into words just how excited I am for it now. Like, wow, what a fucking demo. And that's just a demo, man. Oh, man. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. That all said, let me get this fucking dumbass logo out of here. Left that up just for the rest of the stream. Yeah. This game needs to succeed, man. And, I know it will. I know it will. I have absolutely no doubts after everything I've played that this game will knock it out of the park, you know? Like, I so fully trust the vision of this game, but, like, this game can't fail. It can't. It will haunt me for the rest of my fucking life, dude. You do not understand. Just, and I'm sure it will dull the fucking devs too. They'll probably move on to other projects and shit too, but, like, yeah, no. One motherfucking big catch, dude. One motherfucking big catch. I am so happy this game got funded. Dude, imagine this game launches on Kickstarter and no one sees it. What a dire universe that would be. Because holy fuck. Like, I am oh man. It is so hard to put into words, like, how uniquely special this game, I think, will be. But, you know, I try my best. I hope that, that passion rubs off on all of you a little bit. That said, it is, as everyone has mentioned, getting late. I'm not gonna lie, I want to run one more ad, but feel free to leave during the ads. I don't really care. I'm just gonna say my goodbyes. Thank you all so much, so much for coming, hanging out, and watching the footage I got. It really means a lot to me. Like, this is all very very cool to be a part of. I really appreciate y'all hanging out. I will try my best to stream. I am going to MomoCon soon, and I'm going to be doing an Earn Your Skills run there. At least hopefully in person at a speedrunning event. Gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool. I will post about that in the Discord when it gets a bit closer to the date. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all. And I'm glad I have a community of weird nerds here to hang out and be excited over this game with, because holy fuck, man. It needs to succeed. I know it will, but it needs to. I'll upload this later and I'll post it in the Discords, or you can follow my socials as well. If you want to talk about it more, feel free to join my Discord. Not really necessary at all, but always open, happy to have questions. If you have questions, DM me, comment on the YouTube videos, whatever it is. I am more than happy to answer the best of my ability. Maybe we can theorize together. There's a lot to theorize about now, huh? But yeah, I thank you all so much for fantastic PAX. Like, especially like Filet Group. Like, I don't know if any of you were watching. I hope so. It'd be cool. But keep doing what y'all doing, man. Like, we, especially right now, like, need teams like this. And no matter what happens, you have my support, you know? I will forever be on the team of this game. As in, like, batting team, not development team. But yeah, no, I cannot wait. Whoever gets cooked up is gonna be good. Let's find us someone to raid, why don't we, chat? Who is live right now? Who is live? You know what? I think I know who we're gonna go to. We're gonna go to good friend of the stream, Bobby Berm. Bobby Berm is an excellent streamer, excellent streamer. Huge homie, just like one of my favorite people in the speedrunning community. Genuinely just like an absolute pleasure every time I get to hang out with him and talk and see him. He is playing some, I believe it was Blueprints, but I might have seen it wrong. Oops. I did not look that closely. I saw him live. No, he's doing Kaizo Pokemon. I was wrong. I did not see properly, but yeah. Again, thank you all so much. Like, PAX was an absolute dream come true, and I am really stoked to see what happens next with this game. Yeah. And we'll all experience it together. I have to shower. I have to shower. I haven't showered today. But yeah. Everyone take care of yourselves. I'll catch you around. And yeah. Bye guys.